Hello viewer from YouTube, you're about to watch an extract from my Work Faster with InDesign course, which as you would imagine is a course that will get you working faster with InDesign. So I hope you enjoy the video. If you want to watch the whole thing, then you can access it by clicking the link below. Back at the beginning of the course, when I was trying to teach you some navigation shortcuts, you may well have known some of those already. So for example, Command or Control 0, Command or Control Option or Alt 0. You might well have known them, and the reason you might have known them is that in the View menu they are listed, so Fit Spreading Window, Fit Paging Window. So why am I telling you this? I'm telling you this because, of course, if they're listed up here, let's say on the right, you'll stand a chance of learning them, and clearly if you're doing this course you're probably interested in shortcuts, I would imagine. So what about the other shortcuts that I've discovered? Where did I find those? This is where I sort of declare my hand, so I'm not just a natural born InDesign genius. I was told where to look for them, and this is where you look for them. You go to the Edit menu, you come down to Keyboard Shortcuts, and it shows you the keyboard shortcuts. Now I've created my own set, more of that shortly, but if I go to Default, you'll see firstly that I can look at a particular product area. So for example, in Views and Navigation, notice 200%. That's the command, and the shortcut is really small. Default is Command plus 2, or 400%, as you know, Command plus 4. So you'll notice there's some really good, useful stuff in here. I could go on forever about lots of other useful shortcuts, but I figure now you know where to find them, you can go and look for them. Okay, that might take a while, so what might help a little bit is Show Set. So this opens up in your default text editor and it shows the whole set of shortcuts. This is a very, very long file, and you might notice that some of these things are defined, some of them aren't. So for example, check spelling, the default is Command I. You may have known that already, but there are a load of other ones that aren't defined. So one thing you're going to learn from this is other commands you didn't know about. Some of them will have shortcuts which you can start to use, but you might be thinking, well, there's some commands there I'd really like to have shortcuts for. So that's what we're going to do in the next video, is look at how you might create those. So before we do that, we've gone to Edit Keyboard Shortcuts. We're looking at the default set. Next up, we're going to kind of amend that and create our own. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you want to see other videos on the same theme, they're in this same playlist. If you want to watch the whole course, you can click on the link below to access that. And of course, if you want to subscribe and like, then that would be great.